When it comes to the real world of business, the government's new industrial strategy has more holes than a colander. The principal criticism is the lack of financial heft. The same government that is prepared to invest £56 billion on HS2, £40 billion on extricating Britain from the EU, and up to £32 billion on Crossrail 2 is proposing to spend a relative pittance on making Britain the most innovative economy in the world. It is committing an extra £2.3 billion to research and development in 2020-21. Why so little, and why the wait for 2 fiscal years, when we need to make the investment now, if we are really going to be fit for Brexit? Even when spending is ratcheted up to 2.4% of total wealth by 2027, it will only then be equal to the OECD average, which, with the best intentions, isn't going to turn the UK into a world beater. But it is the massaging of the facts which enfeebles the strategy.There is a declaration that the UK rebuilt its motor industry by deliberately attracting investment from overseas. This is rewriting history. Much of the inward investment by BMW at Mini, for instance, arose out of desperation. In the case of Honda at Swindon, far from being encouraged by the British authorities, they were cut loose. More recently, Business Secretary Greg Clark's acceptance at face value of the preservation of jobs and investment by Peugeot, after buying Vauxhall, doesn't look worth the paper it was printed on after 400 jobs were summarily axed at Ellesmere Port. Among the 4 grand challenges outlined in the strategy is to maximise the advantages to UK industry from the global shift to clean growth. The Green Investment Bank, GIB, provided ministers with the ideal vehicle to drive an environmental agenda. Instead, it sold the GIB and its key investments to the vampire kangaroo Macquarie for £2.3 billion. This does not suggest great environmental awareness in Whitehall.A. grand omission from the document is any reference to foreign takeovers. Similarly, we can have no confidence that the small amounts of cash devoted to driving ultra-fast broadband will make a blind bit of difference. Over the last weekend, parts of Surrey's suburbs were without broadband in service because Virgin Media was out of action. Many of our readers will have experienced the frustration of BT's second-rate broadband services. More reliable and faster internet could have a direct impact on suppressed productivity. The pitiful assistance offered by government, together with rotten service levels by suppliers, are roadblocks to improved output that need urgent removal. But the resources, energy, and ambition behind it do not cut the mustard.